Hello everyone, I'm Kit Carson, sitting right here in front of Angelina's Pizza, where I meet the most interesting people in the world. I talk to the rock stars, the heroes, and the gods. It's what I do all night long, and today is no different. I've got this gentleman here next to me. He's looking at me. He's like, what's coming up? You know what's coming up. I want you to tell the world your name and where you're from.
Everybody wants to sit with Kit. Yeah.
My name's Jack Nelson, like the whiskey and the Willie. Hopefully the ladies down here in Key West are getting a little of both.
I like the whiskey and the Willie. I like that.
Willie
will be here in another month or something, I think.
Oh yeah, I'm a country folk Americana artist out of Texas, so we're touring down to go put out a new album called Going Places.
Going Places.
Yeah, it's
so where
really well for me.
Where are you from?
So I like to say all of Texas.
All of Texas. Were you born?
I'm born in Corpus Christi. Raised on the King Ranch.
All right.
I was 10.
Oh, on the King Ranch. Listen to you.
Yeah.
Boy, that's the king of all ranches right there.
It is.
What is that? A couple 100,000 acres?
I don't even count anymore.
Yeah, I don't. So is it family, or you just grew up into the?
I was down there. My parents were school teachers down there, and then coaches and stuff. And then we ended up moving up east of Dallas. I got family all over the rest of the state that I spent my summers and stuff with. So then I went off to the Navy. I was stationed up in Jacksonville, Florida for 5 years.
At Mayport?
Beautiful, huh? It is, Jax, yeah. No, but I lived on Jax Beach. Yeah, I was a flyer.
Right on.
P3 Orion.
Did you fly?
I was a flight engineer.
Oh, nice.
Sat between the pilots and make sure the plane was in the air still.
Okay.
Kept all the gas good.
Make sure they're all good. So, how long have you been performing?
So I've been performing all my life. I got my first guitar when I was 4 years old and started writing my first songs by the time I was 6 and doing the whole thing. And it's just, I never thought I'd make a living doing it. I always just did it for fun. It was like what my dad did with his drinking buddies on the weekend. And when I got out of the Navy back in 12, I started picking up hobby gigs and it was paying the bills. So I turned down a $250,000 a year job to just be free and play music for a living. And I've been able to do it for the past 12 years now.
Well, has it been worth $250,000 to have your freedom?
Oh yeah, dude.
Oh,
it's priceless.
Oh yeah,
priceless.
So you tour primarily
mostly the Rocky Mountains. Yeah,
Texas,
in the summertime,
Colorado.
Texas, yeah, Idaho, Montana, Wyoming, North Dakota. I do Sturgis.
Do you ever go up into Canada?
Working on it. So Alaska's been on my radar for the last couple of years. I think this year's going to be the year that we make it happen, just because I really want within 1 year to be way down here in the Keys and then way up in Alaska and just spread my wings a little more. Yeah.
Wow. Okay, so you touched on it a while ago. Your newest album.
Yeah.
It's called what?
Going Places.
Going Places. What number is that in album world? Your discography, how many have you put out?
So this is my second full-length album. I put out an EP back in April, but back in 2015, I put an album out with my road band that was called Letter Buck. It was a bunch of rodeo songs and stuff like that. We redacted that because when we dropped band off the title, I got all new guys and things moved on, and so it's just Jack Nelson now. But you can find it all at Jack Nelson Band, Google Play, Amazon, Google Play, anywhere you stream music these days.
It's all over the place.
Yeah, iTunes, all that stuff. So, and I got vinyls and CDs on my website too.
Is there such a thing as a CD player anymore?
I've got one.
Do you really?
I do. Not in my car though.
1997.
Oh no, I got a Victrola, it plays my vinyls too, and it's all in one.
Actually, I have I've got a box that has a CD and a vinyl, and it looks old, but I know it's probably 15 years old now, but it's somebody made it in China, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, well hey man, as long as it works and plays the music,
it does. I just don't have a whole lot of vinyl anymore.
Hey,
that's the problem.
It's coming back. Vinyl sales were higher last year than they've been within the last 35 years.
I could believe it. Well, hey, listen, any vinyl I have, I probably paid $2 for it.
Oh yeah.
I think my Alice Cooper $1 Billion Baby album was the most expensive one, and it was a double folded out, a triple fold with a poster.
Wow.
So I think I might have paid $3, $4 for that.
Holy
that was a lot of money in 1970 something.
Yeah, now you got to tenfold that just to break even on production costs.
Right?
Yeah,
so on Going Places, anything hit the charts?
Yeah, so my lead-off radio single, Roadrunner, really took off. Yeah, I shot a cool music video for it.
Is there a Roadrunner somewhere on your body?
Right there, boom.
There you go.
Yeah. So when I'm cruising down the road, it's hanging, running down the road while I'm cruising.
Yeah. That's awesome. So this song is getting some airtime.
Yeah, it's done really, really well. It was on the charts for 24 weeks. You know, got some #1 placements here and there. Took the album to a #1 folk album on several different charts. So
#1 folk album.
Yeah, on the NACC #1 ads.
So what makes it a folk album?
Well, it's just kind of the community that adopts it, that enjoys that music. So the folk community heard it and they really, really like it. It's primarily a country and western with folk Americana grit to it album anyway. So it's multi-genre. Whereas the name Going Places, it's rangy. It's a rangy album. So
right.
But it's first and foremost is country, and then it blends well.
Has any of the country stations picked it up yet?
Oh yeah, Texas Regional actually hit top 10 on one of the Texas charts out there. So I think it rolled in at #8 on the Texas Internet Radio charts, which is pretty.
Wow.
Texas has a huge scene when it comes to all their music and stuff. Yeah, dude,
that's a whole state, a whole country within itself.
Well, yeah, and then we also adopt everything down the Central Plains too, all that whole red dirt community down there. And they call it red dirt. Texas country red dirt.
Yep.
It's huge. And, they brought a bunch of people to Mile Zero this week.
Right.
For
Are you performing in any of it?
So I'm actually on my way to a gig right now. I'm gonna go play over here at Hank's and rock out for those people a little bit. And
wonderful.
Have it all night. And I'll probably be there again tomorrow night too.
I really wish we had more time to talk to you, because I'd really like for my audience to get to know you. But you have website?
Yeah, JackNelsonBand.com on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, MySpace, all the social medias at Jack Nelson Band. So just
check
Twitter,
out Jack
MySpace,
Nelson.
and Google all over your Facebook. Jack
the
Nelson Band.
#1 folk song.
Yeah, folk album.
That folk album.
Yeah,
that's awesome. I mean,
on WHFLR.
I think that's incredible. That's awesome. That's fantastic.
Yeah, what a thing. Never thought I'd be there, but here we are.
These guys
thank you
over
so
here.
much for having me on, Kit. Dude, this was a pleasure.
You know what? I wish you continued success.
Well, me
and I
too.
don't think I think it's just
that.
started.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you've been doing this for what, 14, 15 years now?
12 years full time, yeah.
So, maybe it's just now the right time.
Yeah, been hammering that anvil for a while.
Man, I appreciate you sitting with me.
Sir.
Before you leave, though, I've got one tough question.
All right.
If you were a pizza, what kind of pizza would you be?
Supreme!
Supreme! You heard it first right here, boys and girls. He would be a Supreme.
Actually, well...
So, Mr. Jack Nelson, what you got?
My name's Jack. I'd probably be a cheese pizza.
Wow. How about that?
Supreme cheese right there. That's what that is.
Supreme cheese. That is what it is. Well, I appreciate you stopping in.
Yeah,
Thank you so much.
For having me, Kid.
I want to remind fans of his and mine, subscribe, share, like, all the above. That's how we all stay relevant. And we love each and every one of you. Thank you, Tim.